Another Christmas in Saskatchewan. It's been 30 below for close to 2 weeks now. Pop used to say there had to be 40 below to be a real Canadian winter. New horizons, he kept saying. Always gotta find new horizons. Would have been nice if he could have talked to me about something besides his new horizons. Once in a while. But Pop is a genius. He has to be, because he keeps going on and on about his inventions. Looked like they were built by a blind junk dealer. Or by Coach Dempsey when he had to teach woodshop for a month back in grade 12. But they all worked. Till they ran out of batteries. Pop always got ignored or swindled when he tried to take his inventions into town. Suppose that's why he stayed on here for so long. But there was always his flying machine. Bertha. Like he didn't have both feet firmly planted in the clouds already. Pop just sits at his window now, waiting for something to happen. He won't tell me what it is. Won't even tell my candy-ass lawyer brother who calls him from his Toronto office twice a year. But Pop still tells his stories. About him and Pete in the Northwest Territories during the war. About him and Pete down south in Wyoming. The bear did the driving, they did the drinking. And about the traveling van where him and Pete arm wrestled for the hand of my mother. She could whoop both of them if she wanted to. When I was 9, I asked Pop why he didn't go to college. He said it would get in the way of his education. Said he needed to find answers of his own. That final answer. Hope he finds an answer he can use this year. Answers we all can use. Maybe.
That's it. That has to be it. The dialectic constant is never constant. It changes as the magnetic field force and the lunar cycle. Ain't lost it yet. Ain't lost it yet. 7 hertz energy from the sun. I can trap it in a pyramid, you can. Nature don't give you no problems without a solution. Think simple, Winchester. Think simple and you can get your handle on the universe, don't you know? Winchester. Nothing more glorious than Wagner in the morning. No one could put God's silence into notes like old Rich Wagner. Had to be a Newfoundlander, Irish at least. Viking music it is, Winchester. Vikings breathed fire into the Irish soul 1,000 years back, before the Church of England and the Pope tried to sterilize it. Aye. Wagner in winter. Wagner and... Let me give you a better look, Winchester. There you go, Winchester. Magnificent. Can't understand people that spend their lives avoiding winter. God's favorite season, don't you know? Like up in the Yukon during the war. Me and Pete during the war. Me and Pete during the war. Winter of 42. Japanese invaded the Aleutians up Alaska way. Me and Pete was brought up the Yukon from St. John's to build airstrips and radar stations with mud and baling wire. We got this American unit assigned to help us after we finished every job. To help us gulp down the beer, don't you know? The Allied chief of staff figured since the officers knew nothing about fixing planes, he was qualified to fly 'em. We let them think they'd drunk us under the table. Then we made a wager. Be a great chance to show off the flying machine of our own. Me and Pete told them leathernecks that flying with engines was easy. Flying with your own sweat and dreams was the hard part. Kept watching them birds. Just kept watching them. Figured the trick was feeling how they flew instead of using a damn slide rule to figure it out. Then one day it all made sense, don't you know? All made sense. We got Bertha flying for 12 seconds. 12 bloody seconds. I felt like one of those Greek or Roman gods. Flying in 3 dimensions toward the heavens instead of crawling in 2 dimensions down here in the trenches. Broke both my legs, Bertha's right wing. Me and Pete promised her another ride. Just one more ride.
Mr. O'Brien!
Colonel wants to chew us out again. Hey, teach officers stay in their room like gentlemen.
Mr. O'Brien!
My legs will be back kicking ass once I get over this cold.
Mr. O'Brien!
Don't worry, Winchester. All right. Mrs. Jones.
Mr. O'Brien. Sweet Jesus! It's 20 below out here. Mr. O'Brien, you think you've got antifreeze in your veins?
Actually, I invented the idea.
What'd you say, Mr. O'Brien?
Putting antifreeze into plasma. Actually, simple as putting in a few pinches of potassium chloride, Ringer's salt, and albumin. Got the idea while I was rigging off the coast, me and Pete, off the coast,
Slowly.
You guys away from me. I'll breathe nature's own air or nothing at all.
Just breathe slowly now.
No one has a right to take away your dignity. See, Mrs. Jones, I told you I could take care of myself.
So you did, Mr. O'Brien. You know what the doctor said about not taking your medicine. Mr. O'Brien, for me, and for busting my ass to get in here on my day off. I'll make your porridge now, Mr. O'Brien.
With lumps? I want lumps in my porridge, Mrs. Jones.
With lumps it is, Mr. O'Brien.
But while you're at it, what did that doctor in Winnipeg say to you and Jack when I turned me back on you? Am I going to be confessing to St. Peter before I do all this sinning I plan on doing? I figure hell can't be any worse than Toronto in August. And are those Eastern doctors able to do anything except look good in white coats?
You want maple syrup with your porridge this morning, Mr. O'Brien?
Maple syrup will be fine. Thank you.
Would you mind if I turn on the tube, see what's new in the world?
Good idea. Yeah, the Russians are building a wall around East Berlin. Yanks will probably try to top them in their damn stupidity contest. Yeah, the Brooklyn Dodgers are moving to California. I don't know, it doesn't seem right to me that they do that sort of thing. I don't treat Amelia like that. My Irish granddad told me you could never trust a woman with a checkbook or machinery. I ain't got the sense for it.
You think so, Mr. O'Brien?
Ain't my doing. Just the way the Lord created it.
I'll have to have a word with her in my prayers tonight.
Ah, Mrs. Jones,
Women got the heart, men got the brains. Simple mathematics.
Just like every Newfie bridegroom comes to the altar experienced, while every Newfie bride comes to the altar aversion. How does that arithmetic figure, Mr. O'Brien? Mr. O'Brien?
Amelia here was the first TV built west of Winnipeg. Me and Pete was up Whitehorse Way. Traded. Now I got some parts from the Colonel's Victrola. Traded a pair of Inuit mucklucks and some Newfie screech to the supply sergeant. Then we went at it.
Keep going, Mr. O'Brien. I'm listening. Mr. O'Brien? Mr. O'Brien?
But I think so.
Missiles to Iran. Undercover aid to the contract. Secret Swiss bank account. They are. Some pundits suggest that the arrest of the affair was more complex than any Hollywood could expect. The revelation of international intrigue amazed every American and veteran Congressman on. Nothing seemed more bizarre, however, than the sight of that Iranian official waving a leather-bound Bible in front of the cannon. Who could forget his triumphant smile as he announced that the Bible had been a gift from President Reagan? Behold, we turn to the Gemini.
If only I had met you 20 years earlier, my friends wouldn't have minded me stepping down the social ladder to marry a white man.
Edna? Jones?
Where the hell have you been, Jack?
The truck got stalled again. I don't know if it's the carburetor or the distributor or what. Merry Christmas, Pop. How's he been?
Happy, I think. I hope.
Did you tell him what's going on? How much time?
I left that up to you. And your brother?
Yeah, Jim sent a card this year. I guess careers out east mean more than families out here.
Jack, it's Christmas.
Yeah, the Lord's Day. I just don't want him to go feeling any pain. I just want him to go comfortably. You know, he wanted to go skiing the other day. He used to take us skiing, and when we were little. We'd go skiing, and my poles were too big, and so he made me these adjustable ski poles, and so no matter how grown up I got, I'd always have the right size. No matter how old I got, I'd have. Oh, I almost forgot. A little something extra for you. Christmas bonus.
Put it away.
Well, no, I'm going to be getting a raise at the mill, and I hear there's going to be some construction work in January. So.
Put it away. Don't want it. Here, take this. I think there's some garland over there. All of these inventions, lasers, seeds that'll grow out of a rock, 130 new sources of energy, cures for cancer, diabetes, depression, goes on and on.
I never knew one was 2 steps behind or 100 years ahead.
I particularly like this one. Open your eyes so wide that the fire coming in sets fire to the brain.
First invent anything, last to the patent office with everything.
Some of us was meant to find truth, others to sell it.
Found that garland you were looking for.
Why, thank you.
Edna, come back here.
Jack, stop playing around.
You deserve this. So come back here and look at us.
Quit messing with me.
Excuse me.
Well, you just might have some black blood in those lily white Canadian veins of yours after all.
And don't leave it in the front compartment of my truck either. Here you go, Pa. Merry Christmas. It's a pair of slippers for you. Keep you warm. Look, your favorite color. And, Laura has a lot of gifts here. This one I found out in the barn under old ice chest.
Me and Pete off the docks in Anchorage. You're a good boy, Jack. Oh, good boy. No. Good son.
Here's another one. It's an icon from St. Dominic's in Batoche. Aunt Mary had it blessed. She's saying a prayer for you. Christmas, Pop.
Will dinner be ready, Mrs. Jones?
Soon, Mr. O'Brien. Soon.
Not too soon. Wouldn't want to start without Jim. Sure like to see your brother Jim this year. Have a good bottle of whiskey with him. Maybe get some wenches from town. Don't know, though. Jim's always kind of hard to get close to. Price of being smart, I suppose. And Jim, he's pretty smart, don't you know, Jack?
Right, Pop.
What a charmer Jim is. He could charm Lucifer into a hitch in the seminary. Or St. Paul. St. Paul, he could get drunk as a skunk. Make him happier than a rooster in a coop knee-deep in virgin hens.
Right, Pop.
Aye, good man, Jim. Good man. Say, Jack, is Jim coming by this year? Jack?
Don't think he's going to be coming by, Pop. I think he's going to be kind of busy this year.
Figures. Figures, don't you? Jim's got more brains than me, you, Pete, and even Mrs. Jones there throwed together. Best damn lawyer in Toronto. Maybe even Saskatchewan. Regular Clarence Darrow. Be the first Newfoundlander to head the Supreme Court. Maybe even Prime Minister. Wouldn't that be something? One of the reasons I keep hanging on. We should be real proud of Jim, Jack. Real proud.
We are, Mr. O'Brien.
Yeah, we're all real proud of Jim, Pop.
What's that, son? I have to speak louder. Me in Winchester couldn't hear you.
Jack! Jack!
Mrs. Jones, what's going on? Mrs. Jones? I'll just say Winchester.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. And give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Welcome home, Jim.
How is he?
He's still hanging in.
Merry Christmas, Jim. Got business in town here?
What did the specialist from the university say? I told him cost was no object. Hope they give you more information than those hotshot doctors from the States I brought in.
Why don't you just take off your shoes? You'll be a lot warmer.
Yeah. Look, I am getting a little short on cash, but if there's anything that he should have, anything that he needs...
He has you.
Yeah, great. His famous and honorable hotshot lawyer.
No, his son. How long can you stay?
I can stay for a while. As long as he needs me. Long enough, hopefully, to let him know just how much I care about him. But not long enough for him to see what I really am. That would hurt him. That would kill him.
Excuse me.
How's he taking it?
Talk to your brother.
He does know, doesn't he? You have told him, haven't you? You always wanted to know, right? You wanted to go standing, fighting, not like a victim.
Talk to your brother.
Well, Jack? Does he know what's going on?
He's a good man. God will take care of him.
What the hell? God damn it, man!
No cursing in this house!
Look! He's got to know what's going on!
I won't have that kind of language in this house! No cursing in my house!
God! What's God got to do with it?
What the hell is going on? What the bloody hell is going on?
Jim? Jim? Jim, welcome home, Jim.
How you doing, Pop?
Oh, it's good to see you. Look at that, Mrs. Jones. Me two sons together again. Here, I've been saving this for a special occasion. You take that down to Tom's, and you get us some whiskey that'll put hair on our tongues. And if he gives you any trouble about it being Sunday, you tell him to get a fifth of that whiskey that he's getting drunk on.
It'll help. Hey, Pop, maybe Jack's right. Maybe you should just,
Go! You've got a lot to catch up on, and you won't be wanting me in the way. Go on.
Let's be going now. I'll start making the bread.
With lumps, Mrs. Jones. With lumps.
With lumps it is, Mr. O'Brien.
They just say that, Winchester. Jimmy's home again.
Merry Christmas, Tom. Thanks. You sure you don't want a drink? Maybe a quick piece of pie. Oh, no, I gotta get going. Big celebration of our own, you know. Well, best of the folks. Yeah, thanks. You could have come in to say hello at least.
there's your overheating problem. You need a new rad.
Tom was like an uncle to us.
Where'd you get this distributor? You pulled off a tractor?
Tom really wanted to see you. But no, you think the only way to be a man is to leave everyone behind who loves you and cares about you.
At least I had the guts to leave.
At least I was loyal and responsible.
You're scared. Hey, you're too scared to face up to the world out there that doesn't live according to your ABC morality based on Father Murphy and Mother Church. Hey, have you ever had even a girlfriend in 20 years?
church. Takes care of me. Like you believe in saving the world. Probably make a pretty good living at it, too.
I send you what I can. I wish it could be more.
Pop and Edna, and sometimes me, we want to see your face, not your paychecks.
You could always get close to Pop. You used to laugh, joke. A real pair. I never could. I always felt it was more like doing business than growing up. I guess some people, the only way we can love each other is to do it from a distance.
His traditional Christmas album. Police.
Why did you come?
I thought it would be important to him that he needed me. I guess it's really important to me.
So why are you afraid to stand? It's written all over your face. You should have seen yourself when you went past the ballpark. Looked like you seen a ghost. You'd be the big man around here again.
Because in my deepest, darkest moments, about 3 times a day, I feel like I never left. I feel like that if I stayed, I'd just be going backwards. Like I just gotta keep moving. I can't figure out why. What about you? You got any solutions to my problem?
It's a situation. God will help. Or we will.
Yeah, it won't do much good. But thanks anyway. I mean that.
You're welcome.
We stopped off at the store and got some Oreos and ring dings. And
Hostess, Twinkies,
Coke.
Pepsi. How is he?
Tired. They're waiting for both of them. So this is Screech. Be paint thin anywhere outside of my old neighborhood in Brooklyn. What are you doing?
Just gonna wire this down a bit.
Wire it down?
With some Coke and vinegar.
He'll know the difference. You gotta give him the real...
Tell the difference?
Listen, man, you've gotta give him the real thing. He can't drink that kind of thing. This could be his... This could be the last drink he ever has, for God's sakes.
The doctor said not to let him drink.
Listen, I'll be damned if I'm going to let his last drink be a drink of Coke and vinegar.
Pete? Is that you, Pete?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, it's Pete. He'll be here real soon.
Pop, Pete is not coming.
The Colonel said Pete'd be here today.
He'll be here right away,
He
Pop.
won't be here.
He's just delayed a bit.
Listen, you gotta let him know. He can't live with this illusion.
Why are you letting him dream on like that?
Because it's his dream.
Listen, he always faced up to life. He never...
He's gotta know that he's gotta make his peace with his life himself.
He's got to know he's dying, man.
Yes, but then if he makes peace with God because he's dying, it's not the same.
Of course it's the same. He's got to make peace with himself. He doesn't care whether God sends him to heaven or God sends him to hell. He cares how he faces his own death. And he's got to look it straight in the eyes.
If he doesn't know, he knows. He'll know that he's dying if he's supposed to know that he's dying. It's God's will. If he knows that he's dying, he'll know about it.
If he's supposed to know, who's going to tell him? God's going to tell him?
Yes.
Yes, what? There's going to be some voice that's going to crack the skies?
He'll know, and then he'll make his peace with him.
He's got to make his peace with himself. That's all that matters now. He's got to know he's dying and face up to it just like...
drunk so that he doesn't even know what's going on?
I'm not saying to get drunk. I'm saying for him to have a little drink, a last drink with his sons who care about him, who aren't just trying to set him up with...
You think I don't care, do you?
Well, I think that you care more about this other father than that father.
You think you think I don't care? I'm the one that stayed. You left, I stayed.
Look.
Pop! Pa, where are you?
Jack, look, Bird's gone.
We did it! Me and Pete, we did it! 37 bloody seconds, we did it! Me and Pete, we did it! They say you created heaven and earth in 7 days. But me and Pete, we got Bertha flying for 37 seconds. I finally seen you in your eye, you magnificent bastard. I finally seen you eye to eye.
Okay, Bob, look. Okay, Dad, just take it easy. That's all right.
Hang on.
Here, take it easy. We'll get you off of here.
See if you can move your foot, Pop.
Ain't worth the trouble.
Oh, come on, Pop, it's always worth it.
Always, come on.
What do you suppose heaven is like? I got a hunch the Vikings got a good handle on it. Up Valhalla way. In Valhalla, you wake up on a crisp, clear winter morning, and you do battle all bloody day. But you do all the fighting on your own terms, don't you know? Everyone's standing up for what they believe in. The only thing in Valhalla is honor and love betwixt those that puts their asses on the line. And at the end of the day, it's the mead hall for roast mutton, raw women, and 20 gallons of Newfie screech.
Bourbon. Labatt's.
Life!
Life.
Life!
Life.
Life!
Life.
I heard somewhere that heaven is a state of mind instead of a place. Gives you something to think about.